Hi everyone, it's Louise from Made It number 27. It's been a while since I've posted a video, so I had to make a masculine card today and figured I might as well film the process. So to start with, I have already cut and scored some craft cardstock to standard A2 card size, and I'll be working my stamping on this panel cut just a little bit smaller, and that will sit on the front of the card like so. Today I'll be using stamps from What's Your Type by Stampin' Up. I'll be using these two triangle images there. I'm also using Avriel's handwritten notes, and I'll be using this Happy Birthday to You, but I've cut apart this stamp and I'll just be using Birthday to You. I'm using a Mama Elephant stamp set called Trifecta, and I'll be using a couple of the small triangle images from this stamp set. And I'm also using this happy die cut from My Favourite Things. It's part of a bigger set that's actually a Christmas set, but I'll just be using the word happy on its own. I'm using inks from Stampin' Up in Poppy Parade, Lost Lagoon and Crushed Curry. I thought this was a nice colour scheme for a masculine card. Okay, we'll jump right in. Now, because these are quite solid stamps, I'm going to be using my stamp positioner just so I can get an impression a couple of times. I want to make sure that my images are nice and solid. Just using a baby wipe to clean that off. I'm going to switch now to Crushed Curry. I'm just going to build this background of triangles. So the next step is to die cut the word happy from the centre of my panel. Just using my grid mat to line that up. And I'll just hold that down with some washi tape. I have also die cut the word happy from some plain white cardstock, and I'll be using some liquid adhesive to adhere all of those together, just to make a piece with a little bit more dimension, rather than trying to adhere foam tape to the back of these really delicate die cuts. So we'll do that in a moment. For now, I want to get my sentiment stamped. I'm going to stamp that directly underneath with some VersaFine Onyx Black ink. So now it's time to set this sentiment back inside the panel. Just making sure I've got lots of liquid glue in there, particularly the little spots where the pieces are going to go right down inside the die cut. So it nestles in there perfectly. I'll just sit those on top. Okay. So just like doing a jigsaw puzzle, I've worked out that this first piece goes in the second P. So I'm just going to use my tweezers to pop that in there, and the pokey end of my pick-me-up tool just to make sure it's poked all the way in. So you can see that dimension there, but to make that stand out even more, I'm going to use a clear wink of Stella just to add a little bit of shimmer. Accents on top, and it will give that word a almost enamel look. I've got to be careful doing this because my nozzle is a little bit bigger than it should be and I don't want it to come gushing out. And there's the finished card for today. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.